0 Golf Victor Zulu, doing a YouTube video today to show how to measure SSB power properly. As many of you have seen on the forums, there are complaints that the Kenwood TS590 is only outputting about 60 watts average on SSB, and the reason for that is people are using the wrong meter to measure the power output. When you're measuring power output in SSB, you need to use a PEP meter that has a peak hold function. Your average normal power meter just doesn't do the job. So here we have TS590. Put the processor on to give it a little bit more power, and if you have a look at it, the input's on 49 and the output's on 45, so nice and low, and it ensures that we're not getting any more than 10 dB of compression. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the ALC meter doesn't exceed the ALC threshold. Okay, so let's have a look. As we can see here in normal talking, it's peaking at 70 watts or so, 70 watts. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it's averaging about 50, 70 watts at most on peak, but it's not really going up right over to the 100 watts like most people are expecting. If I go, as you can see, there's quite a difference there between the normal talking and the full output. Okay, so here's where the problem lies. This is the equivalent of your average power meter. The output it's showing is approximately 60 watts to 70 watts, which is in agreement with the meter on the radio. And this is what people are saying that they're reporting when they are finding that these radios have got low power. Now if you look at this meter here, you will see in addition to the normal PEP function, it has a hold function, and this is what you need to be able to measure SSB properly. So let's see what the difference is. Normal talking here, and we're about 60 to 70 watts maximum output, which is what people say they're seeing in the radios. Okay, so let's flick it over to hold and let's see what the difference is. So here we're talking now, and as you can see, it's measuring the peak power output on SSB, and we're just short of 100 watts there. Even though back on the radio it's saying that it's still an average of 50 to 70, and it's still staying up at 100 there, as you can see in the video now. Sorry about the lack of stability. It's about 70 watts on the radio, 50 to 70 watts on the radio, but still showing 100 watts on the meter. So that is how you measure SSB power output. You use a proper peak hold meter, not the Mickey Mouse things that you get from companies like Avair and such that cost about 50 quid. This is a quite expensive NS660P from Daiwa, and it does a lot better job. So if you're measuring the power output using the normal 50-60 pound power meter, it's not actually going to give you a true reflection of what the power output of the radio is, unless you're whistling into the mic and going "Ola Pepsi Cola." Thank you for looking at this video, and I hope that the false claims of low power output for the Kenwood TS590 start to cease a little bit.